and welcome back to my channel. I am so excited that you guys are joining me today. I am going to be sharing with you my top 5 drugstore highlights, which I'm sharing with you at different shades of the same formula of highlight. So it won't just be 5 products, it'll be 5 types of highlights and the shades that I have from them and that I love. Yeah, so without further ado, let's jump right into my channel, and don't forget to subscribe before you leave. Alright guys, so let's get into this. Now I have a couple of blinding highlights and then a couple of kind of toned down neutral sort of highlights. So I'm going to start with kind of go in between one each. So the first little guy I want to talk about is this one here. Oh, there's a hair in there. Is the Essence Pure Nude Highlighter, and this is kind of it's in the shade number 10, Be My Highlight. I don't think they have more shades than this, but this is the one I have. So this is a gorgeous highlight. I love it. I absolutely adore it. And it is a more kind of toned down highlighter, but it's still so gorgeous. I'll swatch it on my hand for you. But when it catches the light, like, it can be blinding. I've applied it wet and gotten it to the point of like a crazy decent highlight, but that is it just dry on the back of my hand, and it's so gorgeous. This guy is $5.99 here in Canada, and I just cannot praise this product enough. It lasts on my face a long time. It's awesome. Alright, so next 2 blinding highlights I have to talk to you about are these guys here. These are the Wet n Wild MegaGlo highlighting powders. So I have both shades. I have Precious Petals and Crown of My Canopy. So I'm not sure when they're going to release more shades of these, but I do believe they did in that like unicorn type of collection where it had the purple, or it's the Valentine's Day one. There was a purple heart in the middle and it was like a white iridescent one. But I will swatch these 2 for you. So the first shade I have is Crown of My Canopy, and these are crazy, you guys. Like, so crazy. That's one swatch of Crown of My Canopy. So let me get the other. This one is Precious Petals. This is the one I definitely wear more. It's a little lighter, and I do have a pretty pale skin tone, so the other one would be awesome if you had a darker skin tone. So this one here is Precious Petals, and the more coppery rose tone one is Crown of My Canopy. These retail, I believe, for $4.99 each. I found mine at Walmart or Walgreens in the US. I'm not sure where you can find these in Canada yet, but they are an awesome product. But I believe you can order off the Wet n Wild website. Awesome product. They last forever, and I love, 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 love using these as eyeshadows, you guys. They are phenomenal. Phenomenal. Okay, so next up I have to talk about this guy. This is the Wet n Wild Color Icon Bronzer. It's not a bronzer, but that's what they call it, in the shade Reserve Your Cabana. And this is just the lightest glow you could ever ask for. It's so beautiful. It does come off a little bit powdery, and it is very light. Like, this is for my light girls out there. But it is just like the softest iridescent glow, like when you work it into your skin. It's so beautiful on the cheekbones, you guys. It's just a gorgeous kind of like glow from within shade. Now, I'm just realizing that most of these are from the brand Wet n Wild, but I think Wet n Wild has probably the most bomb highlights at the drugstore. Quote me on it. I'm just kidding. So next up is not a Wet n Wild one, but this is not at the normal drugstores. This is at Sally Beauty, which has kind of drugstore-esque makeup. This is from the brand Real Colors, and it is their Strobing palette. Now, I got this around Christmas, so I'm sure they won't have this because I'm pretty sure they just release set collections and then take them all back. But I do believe they have individually packed ones, so I'm not as sure if they are as good as this guy. So if they come out with another palette like this, get your hands on it. Does this not just remind you totally of the Anastasia palettes, by the way? Yeah. So I'm going to swatch these for you. They are so gorgeous. They are a little powdery. That is the one thing I will say about this brand, is it is not as good as the Wet n Wild quality, I find, but I literally live for these highlighters, so that's okay. So these are the highlighters on the back of my hand. They are so pigmented. But yeah, like I said, they're a little bit powdery. You can see this one's kind of chalking up a little bit. But I find if you apply them with like a light enough hand and a really nice highlighting brush, they work really well on the cheeks to highlight. You've got a couple different really cool types of things in here. This is kind of a pinky bronze. And then you've got two kind of iridescent shades here, like a peachy iridescent and a white iridescent shade. And then this one here, which is kind of like a copper tone. I love all of these, and I use the heck out of this palette, probably as much as I use my Anastasia palettes, to be honest, because it's so good. I paid, I think, $15 for this, and $15 for four really, really big highlights I think is such a good deal. So definitely go check out Sally Beauty to see if you can get your hands on something similar to this. And we are at number 5, my babies. So these are the Wet n Wild To Reflect Shimmer palettes. I have to mention these. Now, I don't have the most talked about shade, which is like, what is it, Boozy Brunch or something, but I do have two shades here. The first one in Sand-Gria Castles and the second one in I'll Have a Cosmo. So they're all named after alcoholic beverages, which I think is cute. I always use Sand-Gria Castles as a blush because it's a little dark for my skin tone, but if you are deeper than me, honey, that'll work so cute on you. So cute. So cute. Alright, so this one right here, this peachy orange rusty color, is the Sand-Gria Castles, which I think is so beautiful. It works really well as a bronzer on me, but could be such a beautiful highlight on a darker skin tone. And then this one here is I'll Have a Cosmo, which is just a very light iridescent pink shade, which I love on my skin tone for highlighting. I love it. Also, I wanted to shout out the packaging of these because I really like it. They are a little bit big and bulky, but I like the black and the see-through tops. And just like the marbling of the product, I think it's a great presentation overall versus something like this that they've done. I just feel like this looks a lot cheaper than this does, if you know what I'm saying. Anyways, that sums up my top 5 drugstore highlights. Yeah, these are super affordable, they're super great, and I definitely recommend them. I own all these myself, and I use them all the time. Yeah, so if you like this kind of video, and if you want me to do a top 5 of anything else at the drugstore, please just comment down below and let me know. And give this video a big thumbs up. I'm just kidding. Give this video a big thumbs up if you like these types of videos, and I will see you in my next one. And don't forget to subscribe before you leave.